You can live for weeks without food, but after only a few days without water, your body begins to shut down. And the scariest part, it's not that you aren't drinking water, it's that you're drinking it wrong and have no idea. At age 60 and over, the body's thirst sensation naturally declines. You rarely feel distinctly thirsty, but that doesn't mean you're properly hydrated. In fact, mild but chronic dehydration is a leading cause of fatigue, dizziness, memory decline, and falls in older adults. Walter, a 72-year-old, was rushed to the emergency room after suddenly stumbling and becoming confused. His family thought he had had a stroke, but test results pointed to a cause few suspected: severe dehydration. He drank water every day, but only when he remembered or when he felt genuinely thirsty. His body had been drying out gradually, in silence. You see, dehydration doesn't always show up as thirst. It can be a dull headache, unexplained fatigue, constipation, dry skin, a slightly elevated heart rate, or a lingering sluggishness. But by the time these signs appear, your body has already been struggling for far too long. So the real question is, are you drinking enough water in the right way for your age? Many people think drinking when thirsty is enough, or they swap plain water for soft drinks, iced tea, coffee, or they exercise and forget to rehydrate. These mistakes seem small, but they are silent saboteurs, weakening your kidneys, heart, memory, and even your sense of balance. In today's video, we're going to break down the 5 most common mistakes seniors make with hydration and simple ways to fix them before it's too late. If you want to keep your brain sharp, your heart steady, and your legs strong, you'll want to stick around until the end, because the fix might just start with one simple action: drinking water at the right time, in the right amount, and the right way. Mistake 1, not drinking enough water each day. When you're young, your body is more flexible and resilient, but after 60, every cell needs more support to maintain its function. And the very first thing your body needs is enough water. And yet, so many older adults simply don't drink enough water daily. Not intentionally, but because they don't feel thirsty, or they figure, I'll drink less so I don't have to use the restroom so much. And this exact mindset is weakening their bodies without anyone realizing it. Did you know water makes up over 70% of your brain, heart, kidneys, and muscles? When you don't supply enough, these organs can't run smoothly. The result? You feel tired, mentally foggy, sleep poorly, fall easily, get dry skin, a bitter taste in your mouth, a slightly fast heart rate, and even struggle with blood pressure. Take Linda, who's 70. She often felt dizzy standing up and had dark urine, but she just chalked it up to old age. At a checkup, her doctor asked a simple question: how much water do you drink a day? She hesitated, then admitted, about 2 glasses, when I remember. That was the reason her body had been running on empty for months. After she made a habit of spacing out her water, a bottle by the sofa, a glass on her nightstand, a pitcher in the kitchen, she started sipping all day. The result? Not only was she more alert, but her insomnia, constipation, dry skin, and that wobbly feeling almost vanished. The key is, for your body to run well, older adults should aim for 5 to 2 liters of water daily, around 6 to 8 glasses, depending on your health and the weather. You don't need to chug it, just take steady sips throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty, because thirst is a sign your body is already behind. Try this little trick. Drink a glass of warm water right when you wake up. After each meal, have half a glass. Before bed, a small sip. And always keep water where you can see it. It's a small habit, but it's a lifesaver for your nerves, digestion, circulation, and your kidneys. Remember, water does more than just fix a dry mouth. It's what keeps you alive, alert, steady, and free from those mysterious bouts of fatigue. Mistake 2, only drinking when you feel thirsty. One of the most common and dangerous mistakes older adults make is thinking, I only need to drink water when I feel thirsty. You've probably heard the saying, your body knows when it needs water. That's true, but only when you're young. After 60, the nervous system controlling thirst begins to weaken. This means that even when your body needs water, you won't feel a distinct thirst until things are already going haywire. Raymond, 78, was sure he was healthy because he was never thirsty. But he was often tired, his skin looked dull, his mouth was dry at night, and he frequently felt mentally fuzzy. When his doctor had him track his daily fluid intake, the results were shocking. Under 700 milliliters, less than a small water bottle. He wasn't thirsty, but his brain, kidneys, heart, and legs had been sending out distress signals for a long time. Think about it. Thirst isn't an early signal. It's a delayed alarm. By the time you feel thirsty, your body has lost about 1–2% of its water, enough to impair short-term memory, cause dizziness upon standing, reduce focus, and force your heart to beat faster to compensate. In seniors especially, slow reflexes and electrolyte imbalances increase the risk of a fall, all because you didn't feel thirsty yet. So what's the solution? Make drinking water a habit, not a reaction. Just like eating on schedule, you need to drink on a rhythm whether you feel thirsty or not. A glass when you wake up, another mid-morning, one after lunch, and so on, spread throughout the day like a gentle internal rhythm that nourishes you. You can also use little hacks. Set a timer for every 2 hours or mark timestamps on a water bottle to remind yourself to drink. Or add a few slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint to make it more appealing. Because in the end, staying hydrated isn't about waiting for thirst to knock. It's about keeping the door open so your body never has to scream in silence. Mistake 3, drinking lots of sugary drinks instead of water. There's a seemingly harmless habit that silently wreaks havoc on the body, especially for older adults. Replacing plain water with soda, sweetened drinks, or flavored bottled waters. Many people say, but I drink plenty of fluids every day. Coffee in the morning, juice at lunch, a soda while watching TV. The truth is, these drinks are not a substitute for water. In fact, they can make you even more dehydrated without you realizing it. Consider Frank, who's 70. He had a habit of drinking very sweet iced tea after every meal. He also preferred bottled juice to plain water because it was tastier and easier to drink. The result, his blood pressure climbed, his blood sugar was chaotic, and he often felt drained in the afternoon, even when he hadn't done anything. Do you know why? Because most sodas, bottled juices, and sweetened drinks are loaded with sugar, or worse, artificial sweeteners. These ingredients disrupt your blood sugar, promote low-grade inflammation, and actually signal your kidneys to expel more water, dehydrating you instead of hydrating you. On top of that, drinks like coffee and strong tea have a mild diuretic effect. This means the more you drink, the more you go, flushing out water you needed to keep. Plain water, tasteless, colorless, and odorless, is the only clean fuel for your blood, brain, and muscles. And no other drink can truly replicate that essential role. If you find plain water too bland, you can infuse it naturally. Add a few slices of lemon, cucumber, some mint leaves, or a couple of fresh strawberries. It's pretty, tasty, and harmless. Remember, every time you reach for a sugary drink instead of water, you're trading your alertness, balance, and kidney health, all for a fleeting moment of flavor. And when you do that for months and years, the consequences may not be immediate, but they are inevitable. If you're finding this helpful, let me know by dropping a 3 in the comments. And hey, if you haven't already, hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell really helps the channel create more content like this. Your support means the world. Mistake 4, not rehydrating after exercise. You've heard over and over that older adults should exercise daily, walking, tai chi, gentle cycling, or a few morning stretches. But there's an equally critical step that so many people forget: rehydrating right after you move. Your body loses water continuously during a workout, through sweat, your breath, and regulating your temperature. If you don't replenish that water promptly, you can enter a state of localized dehydration, leading to fatigue, shaky limbs, and even a slight drop in blood pressure post-exercise. Take Eleanor, 74, for example. She was a dedicated morning walker, but she'd finish her walk, go home, and rest without drinking a single drop. Recently, she started getting dizzy spells after her walks. Her calves felt tight, and she started getting leg cramps at night. When she talked to her doctor, the advice was clear: After every workout, you need to drink at least a half to a full glass of water so your muscles and blood vessels can recover properly. After you exercise, your body is like a sponge that's been squeezed dry. If you don't re-soak it with water, your muscles stay tight, blood vessels constrict, and your heart has to work harder to pump blood to your extremities, especially your legs. And the consequences. You might feel sore longer, recover slower, be more prone to falls, or worse, suffer from intense nighttime cramps, all from missing one glass of water after your workout. The best approach, before you start, drink a few sips of water to get your circulatory system going. During your workout, if it's longer than 20 minutes, take small sips. And after you're done, even if it was just a 15-minute walk, drink 150 to 250 milliliters of water to recover. If you work out intensely or sweat a lot, especially in the summer, you can add a pinch of mineral salt or have a banana slice to replenish potassium. But definitely avoid sugary drinks or sports drinks with caffeine. So remember, exercise keeps you healthy, but only when you rehydrate afterwards does your body truly recover and reap all the rewards. Every gentle movement, every strong step needs to be fueled by the simplest thing of all, a glass of pure water. Mistake 5, ignoring the signs of mild dehydration. Ever feel a dry mouth, a slight dull headache, tired for no reason, or notice you're urinating less and it's darker than usual? We often dismiss these signs, blaming them on age, a bad night's sleep, or the weather. But the truth is, these are your body's first warning shots that you're getting dehydrated. And here's the problem. Many older adults ignore these signs, or they don't connect them to a chronic lack of water. Take Gerald, 76. He often struggled with constipation and mild confusion toward the end of the day. His family worried he was showing early signs of dementia. But after a full workup, his doctor said it's not his brain. It was a lack of water. His body was experiencing mild but persistent dehydration, which was impacting his brain function and his digestion. The bottom line is, mild dehydration doesn't hurt right away, but it makes every system in your body run less efficiently, like a machine that's low on oil. Your digestive system slows down, causing constipation. Your circulation becomes sluggish, making your limbs feel heavy. Your kidneys work harder, causing dark, strong-smelling urine. It can even make you feel lethargic and irritable. For seniors especially, persistent mild dehydration increases the risk of falls, temporary cognitive decline, and a slower recovery from illness. So how do you catch it and fix it early? Just pay attention to 3 basic signals each day. Urine that is dark yellow or less frequent than usual. A dry mouth, chapped lips, or dry, gritty eyes. Feeling unusually tired or dizzy when you stand up. If you notice any of these, your body is likely asking for water. And just 1 glass of plain water, sipped slowly, is enough to help your internal organs breathe a sigh of relief. Start listening to your body more closely, because it's always sending signals. The only question is whether we're tuning in. A timely glass of water, however small, can be the difference between a draining day and a clear-headed one. So we've just covered 5 seemingly harmless mistakes that are actually silently weakening your body every single day. Not drinking enough, only drinking when thirsty, swapping in sugary drinks, skipping post-exercise rehydration, and ignoring the early signs of dehydration. You see, water isn't just for quenching thirst. Water is life fuel, the silent force that keeps your brain sharp, your heart stable, your kidneys clean, and your legs steady. And because it's so silent, when you're low on water, your body doesn't scream. It just quietly starts to break down. Memory fades, blood pressure wavers, falls happen, sleep suffers, constipation sets in, fatigue takes over. It all starts with just not having enough water. The good news is you can change that, starting today. No need to force down a huge amount of water at once. Just small sips, consistently, patiently, like you're watering a wilting plant. A glass right when you wake up, a glass after your meals, a glass after moving your body, a glass before you go to sleep. And most importantly, choose plain water, not soda, not iced tea, not sparkling drinks, because sometimes your clarity, your stability, and even your longevity are just one glass of water away. So how about you? Of these 5 mistakes, have any of them sounded familiar? And what change will you make starting today? Let me know in the comments below, because sometimes your story might be the wake-up call someone else needs. If you found this video helpful, giving it a like, subscribing, and sharing it with people you care about helps us all stay healthy and aware, and not let any small mistake steal away the precious years we have ahead. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll keep exploring how small changes can help us live a long, safe, and vibrant life.